Hogshai back with you. It's Saturday morning. So I'm already started on this brake hub, or this wheel hub right here for the bearings and everything. So I wanted to give you guys a little insider on this real quick. So what you're going to do is you're going to take off the tire. That's obvious. There's going to be a dust cap. If your stuff's still original dust cap, I kind of dented that one, getting it off. It's going to be here where that big bolt is, which is a 36 millimeter right here. So what's going to happen is some people actually take off the brake caliper and the brake the bracket here and everything. So when you're going to do this, I recommend what you do is actually take off all these bolts here, all these clips, get this stuff all ready here. You see that? Take out all these bolts here. I believe these are, let's see what size that is. Let me see here. So these are 10 millimeter right here. These ones down here, you see, 10 millimeter. And where's it at? This is another 10 millimeter. This is for the brake bracket right here. This is the ABS cable. It's going to clip into all these. They're going to give you new ones with the new hub right here. But like I said, take off the whole entire brake caliper bracket by itself with the hub in here, or the what is it, the brake caliper here. So take off the bracket with the caliper together as one piece. It's just two bolts, 1, 2. See this bolt right here, that one, and then there's one at the bottom. And another easy way, if you have a 4x4 and you don't have it in four-wheel drive, these hubs will actually spin right here. You see that? So what I do is I put a crescent wrench right here. I'll have this tight, the caliper, and what I'll do is make sure that's nice and tight, and it'll rest up against there. And you see that? It locks it in. And then you can actually get this nut undone here and some of the bolts back here, because these hubs will spin freely if you have four-wheel drive and it's not engaged. And another thing, what I actually use, I'll show you guys in a minute how I actually use this in the reverse process when I'm tightening everything down, because you need to have something hold this. So I'll get back with you. Let me get this apart and all that, and then I'll show you. Okay, so we got the brake caliper bracket off with the brake caliper as one piece, so you don't have to remove the brakes or anything like that. You leave them all right where they are. So these are the bolts I was talking about. You just undo these. You'll see that there's one top and bottom. And I already got the hub bearing bolts already loose and everything right here. That one is actually, let's see, that's an 18 millimeter to get those undone. Right? Let's see, 18, yeah, 18 millimeter for those. So, and like I said, you got this ABS cable right here. It's going to come off with the hub here and everything. There's a dust shield. You're going to have to pull the wire through the hub right there. So let me get this loosened up a little bit, and then I'll get right back with you. Okay, so we took off the rotor right there, and then the hubs. This one's actually, this is probably my worst side. That I already did the other side, which is the right side. This is the driver's side. This one just came out real easily. The other one was pretty tight in there, but you see this already coming out. But make sure you take this bolt off right here, and then the washer. I have it already all loose and everything. Don't want you guys waiting for anything. So I'm gonna see if I can pull this off one-handed banded again. But let's see. Okay, we'll see, that came off nice and easy. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna actually put this dust shield right back onto the new one. So let me get this new hub right out the box real quick, and I'll get right back. Okay, so all of this right here, this is the old hub right here. That's the new one, new cable, everything with it. So like I said, you're going to transfer the dust shield from this one to the next one. So let's just take that, get that fucking thing out of there, pull it on through. Doing this all one-handed like all the time, you guys. But just get that right back on there, and let me get this hub back on, and then I'll get right back with you. Okay, so this is what is this, a 15 millimeter for the hub bearing bolts right there. 15 millimeter. There's one on top, there's one at the bottom, and then there's one on the other side. It's like a triangle. So you get those tightened. If you want to know the specs on the torque on there, you're gonna have to go online. I'm not gonna do all that part. So I mean, I'll torque them down myself after, but I don't know what they are right this second. I'm just getting it all tightened and buttoned up. So I'll get back with you in a sec. Okay, we're all buttoned up now. All the bolts are nice and tight. Like I said, if you want to know what the specs are, go ahead and Google it. They'll tell you what the torque sequence is on that. So now we're going to get this caliper bracket and caliper back on here. So let's see what goes on. Hold on a sec. And we got to get this got to get the rotor on before we put the bracket and the caliper on. Okay, so we're bolted back in here with the brake caliper bracket. Now we're gonna just situate these 10 millimeters here, the brake hose and everything. Put that back up. Like I said, you could, you know, if you want the specs on the torque sequence and all that stuff, you guys can look online yourself. You don't really need me for that. We all have the smartphones. But get that one all tightened down, and we're gonna do this one next here. And there's a little pin right there anyways, if you can see. There's a little pin right under it, right there. It'll just guide you right in. But like I said though too, you can move these hubs if you have 4x4, and I believe you can probably do it, I guess, with the, if it ain't 4x4 though too, because there's no nothing on it unless the steering's locked. But just 10 millimeter, and what is it, 15s on the back for the hub, and then we got 18 for the caliper bracket bolts, and that's it for that. And then this is a 36 millimeter. We're going to tighten that down in a minute. And like I was saying, with to tighten this down here, I'm going to show you guys a little method of doing it to lock it in. So give me a sec here. Okay, so we got everything all buttoned up, all the cables or the wires, everything to the ABS sensor here, on the bracket for the brakes and everything. So next what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to lock your hub down, because like I said, these turn. So what we're going to do real quick here, so what you're going to do is take a lug nut, just one there, and I got a crescent wrench here. So like I was saying, what we're going to do is we're going to make this hub so where it don't move or anything while we're tightening this all down. So it's going to go this way. Okay, so use the eye of the crescent wrench right there, and you're going to lock that in right there. Okay, so let's see, we'll lock that in, use the lug nut, let's sit there and hold that. Okay, so it's actually going to push on the brake rotor too and everything. So we're still free spinning here. So you see how that locks there. I don't recommend using that to tighten it down, because that could break it, because that's cast metal right there. But instead, since you're going to be tightening it down, so this is going to turn this way, what is that, clockwise. And what I use to lock this in, see, this is here. So let me get this bar right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to latch this into here. So let me show you here real quick. I'm doing this one-handed, so it's kind of hard, you guys. Here, let me see if I can do it the other hand. So like I said, we're going to lock this in here. Give me 1 second. Okay. So this is locked in like this. You could probably, I mean, I could probably turn it the other way to make it easier for you guys, but I'm just giving you a little demonstration here. So, and then, like I said, you know, we'll lock that back in. So just give me a second and I'll get right back with you. Okay, so I just turned it around for you guys real quick. You see how this is all nice and locked in? Everything's good right here. It's nice and locked. So then we'll just get this big ass socket and start tightening it down. See if I could get a smaller ratchet here. Got this big old torque wrench. Okay. This nice big one here. So just start tightening it down. You see it's not even moving at all. It's like a little kickstand. But let me get this torqued down real quick and I'll get right back with you. Okay, so we're all done here. Everything's torqued down and all that. Like I said, this is the last piece to the puzzle here. Make sure all your brackets, I had to use a zip tie here because the clip isn't too good on this. The 10 mils right there, 18 mil for the back brackets or the hub bearing back there. and I think it was a 15. So that's pretty much it. Hawkstar Sound TV. Talk to you guys later. Oh yeah, make sure that you take your master cylinder cap off so you can press the brakes over without fighting it and everything, move these over. So that's pretty much it, and it's just reversed. Put the